Another week, another video as promised. I'm so excited for this one, and I hope you are too. This video is going to be slightly longer than the video we posted last week, but only because this one is a little more value packed. I hope you learn something out of it. I'll be taking you through 3 lessons that I'm learning in my 20s that I'll definitely carry on for the rest of my life. I hope you enjoy this one. I hope you remember to share it with your favorite person, and I hope you come back next week same time for another video. Let's get right into it. The first lesson is things are way more interconnected than we can ever think. So, for context, I am the first person in my family to get into university, the first girl actually, and I don't take this for granted. And I've had a lot of time or opportunity to just sit and look back at how my life has been, how everyone was so invested in my success from a very pure place, and how everyone genuinely pushed me to do my best and to give my best and to be the best I could be. And I look back at those random events, almost random events, that have led me to this very point that I am today, and I can say with absolute certainty that things are a lot more interconnected than we often imagine. And I like to look at it from a very positive perspective, and to ensure that whatever role I'm playing in people's lives, to ensure that the role I'm playing in people's lives builds them up, gives them an opportunity to shine and grow, and just gives them the nudge to just keep pushing forward, because I recognize that the person they will be 10 years down the line, or even 5 years, or just a week, or just a month, is absolutely connected to who I represent myself to them as in this moment, and how I support them in this moment. And I also try and look for that in my interaction with people, just to be, in order for me to not only give the best, but also to receive the best from them. The second lesson is that intentionality matters in everything. Intentionality means putting some thought into things, experiences, decisions, anything really. I find that from my experience, if I set out to do something with intention, an intention to me might look like having a to-do list. It means I have thought about the thing I'm yet to do prior, and decided that this is what I'm going to do, and this is how I want the results to look like. Many times, having that predetermined thought or idea about that said thing makes me put my best into it, as compared to just going with the flow and doing it. I might decide, like, today I have house chores, and I won't necessarily need a to-do list to do those things. But every time that I've written down a to-do list, I found that I execute with much more perfection than just going ahead without a to-do list. So that's an example of how intentionality, to me, matters and affects the results of things I do. But also in relationships, intentionality in calling people, intentionality in praying, intentionality in reading your Bible, intentionality in exercising, intentionality in what you're eating. All those things really shift when you do them with intention. The third and last lesson is generosity is a literal lifesaver. I look back to many life-changing events in my life, and for the ones where there was generosity involved, I can say with absolute certainty that there was a huge difference. There was a huge difference between the relationships that involved generosity than in those that had absolutely nothing. Like, and not in a transactional way at all, no, but just pure giving, like you're my friend, you're my relative, you're a person I know, and I'm going to give this to you. I have a reminder set on my phone that asks me if I've been generous to that specific point of the day. I've decided in my life to be that intentional about generosity as well. The thing that people don't talk most about as far as generosity is concerned is that it forces you to shift your focus from yourself to the other person. And for the few minutes, seconds, hours, or whatever that your attention is not solely on yourself, you find that it's a lot more refreshing, it's a lot more encouraging, it's a lot more strengthening, because even if you're beat up by life and you're feeling like nothing is worth living for, that brief moment of generosity reminds you that I might not have it all, but I'm still worth something. I can still put a smile on someone else's face. I can still give even though I don't have much. I can still encourage even though I'm discouraged myself. I can still hold people's hands even though I'm feeling lonely. And that really changes a lot of things. So that wraps it up for the 3 lessons I'm learning in my 20s and will be carrying forward for the rest of my life. Until next week, see you. Bye.